Hey, good evening, everyone. I am back here again with my friend Bradley Strasser. Can you introduce yourself again for the new viewers?
Hi, I'm Bradley Strasser. I'm a student at the University of Western Australia studying international relations.
And my name is Michael Rafsanjani. I study at the Faculty of Management in Airlangga University. So, we're back with another interview today. I have more or less I have questions with the same topic, but I would like to expand upon them even more. So, uh, first question. Do you prefer shopping online or in physical stores? What factors influence your choice between the two?
Personally, I think I much prefer shopping in physical stores because then you get to really inspect the product, make sure everything's okay. That's something you can't do with online shopping. So you just have to take their word that the product's good.
Mm.
So, yeah, physical stores because I get to inspect the thing face
Um,
value.
and how often do you use the offline stores, physical stores? Almost all the time?
Well, not all the time. Sometimes I do things online when it's like a small product like spare parts or something. Those ones there, I'm not really too worried. But if it's
Mm.
clothing or electronics, then yeah, I'd rather do it physically.
Okay. So anything, maybe groceries, okay, clothing, and anything other than that, you buy it online.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Speaking of online, have you ever done window browsing for online? That's like, the opposite of window shopping for offline. How often do you spend time window browsing or window shopping?
Um, on my way to campus, I usually go down through the city center, and there's a lot of shops around. So I think I spend quite a bit of time window shopping, just looking to see what's new and what's cheaper than usual.
Mm, mm,
So quite a lot.
mm. Do you often when you're gonna buy stuff, do you like already have it in mind, or most of the time it's decided during window shopping, or a mix
It's
of both?
usually decided during the shopping. Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Next, can you describe your typical approach for making purchase decisions? What factors do you consider?
Well, like I've mentioned before, predominantly it's the price value.
Mm,
If things are cheaper than others, I'd be more enticed to buy them because, well,
mm, mm.
money's limited.
Yeah, yeah. Just like you said from our previous videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not gonna spend too much on that. Okay. Uh, do you often compare prices and research products before making a purchase, or do you rely more on impulse buying?
Well, it depends. If the said product is, for example, like an electronic that's usually expensive, then well, I do as much research as I can. But
Mm,
if it's like grocery shopping, then usually it's more on impulse. I see it, oh, it looks nice, so
mm. What was your most recent impulse buying spree?
um, well, yeah, groceries. I went down to the local Coles. It's an Australian supermarket, and I
Mm.
bought about 2 bags of bread that was on discount. So I don't know if I'll ever finish all of them, but I might as well buy
Yeah.
them.
Do you also do impulse buying online,
Online,
considering how easy it is nowadays?
it is, yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's very tempting to, but
Mm.
so far I think I've restrained myself very well because you kind of go down the rabbit hole once
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do that with online shopping. So.
Do you know any colleagues like that?
I can think of a couple in my major that does that. They spend about a couple $100 a week on cosmetics and beauty products.
I think it's just this generation, man. Honestly, yeah.
Some people have money, I guess.
Okay, so right now, I want to inquire about like your daily routines, or not in detail, but I just want to ask a couple of things on like how you meet your current or future needs or demands. Like for example, like if you're hungry, do you prefer to order online, cook at home, or eat outside?
Well, back then I used to do like ordering food a lot online from my phone,
Mm.
but for the past couple of years, I've just been trying to buy groceries or to cook at home because it's much cheaper. Because all those costs eventually add up, and then eventually you be down on a lot of money just from online food shopping.
Okay, so you spend, well, nowadays you spend a lot of time cooking at home instead of eating out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now if you're bored, what form of entertainment do you mostly do? Do you like doing activities online or in person or a mix of both?
Well, me personally, I'm more of a online kind of guy for entertainment, like YouTube or Netflix. Just
Mm,
stay in my room and feel comfortable. That's kind of it.
mm. Do you not spend as much time outside, like going to the park, or do you have a dog? You walk your dog? No?
Oh, well, no, I don't have any pets. I go outside normally when it's winter because the weather is much more pleasant and
Oh yeah,
tolerable.
yeah.
Nowadays, it's
Mm,
not so much, so I
mm.
stay indoors.
So how do you like exercise? What do you do?
Well, normally I do a bit of yoga or
Mm,
just some daily stretches for about
mm.
10 minutes or so. I mean, it's usually.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, do you stock up on like specific medicine at home to face common illness? If so, like what kind of medicine do you usually stock up on?
Predominantly, I would stock up on painkillers because they help a lot in a lot of situations.
Do you, how often do you like go to a doctor? Every 2 months or 1 month? Or
About once every 6 months, really.
so at home you mostly stock up on, how do I say it? Like instant, like pills or any kind of medicine just ready to be consumed.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, I want to tell you about something. So, like in Indonesia, we have like applications. There is like specifically let us order online via our phone. Like the application called Gojek, maybe if you heard it. Uh, but meanwhile, for dealing with illnesses, we also have like an application called Halodoc, which allows us not to only meet the appropriate doctor, we can also order medicine directly from the phone and have it delivered to our doorstep. So like Gojek is for, it's like Uber Eats. Gojek's Uber Eats.
Ah,
Halodoc is the Uber Eats but for medicine. Like I'm wondering if, I know Australia has Uber Eats, but like maybe do you have an application like Halodoc? You can like meet any doctor at the spot, on the spot, anywhere, and then order medicine.
technically, yes. It's not really you get to meet the doctor directly, but it's sort of like a hub. It's called Hot Dog, similar name.
Hot dog?
The Yeah, Hot
Oh,
Dog, dog
oh,
with a C,
oh,
not
oh, oh, okay,
not a
okay.
mother.
Hot dog. Okay.
Uh, I'm not sure about like direct contact, but you can make emergency video calls with a GP or a specialist in case it's like really bad, and you can
Mm,
book appointments and
mm.
request for prescriptions. We do have that in Australia. It's quite handy.
When was the last time you used that app?
About a month and a half ago, it
What
was
happened?
for a dentist appointment.
Mm. So, when was the last time you used Uber Eats then?
Hmm, haven't used that in probably last year, November.
It's a long time.
Yeah, you gotta save up these days.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right. We're gonna move on to the second part of the question, which I think has the same theme from last time, but we can do that again. So, do you know some products from Indonesia? If yes, how did you know?
Well, like I mentioned previously, I I'm quite familiar with Indomie. That's a lifesaver, like I said before.
Yeah.
How did I come across it?
Yeah. Like, did you heard from a friend in social media or in person or an advertisement?
That goes back way like ages ago, but I think I first discovered it on the shelf of the international section in Kohl's, the supermarket.
Mm.
And I thought, oh, why not give it a try? It probably tastes better since like a lot of Asian-based instant food generally has more flavor to it compared to the Australian ones.
A lot more kick.
So I tried it and I immediately fell in love with it.
So it just appeared on the shelves out of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
So when you went through that aisle and you looked at the other brands, you picked at it because of what? Is it the color or packaging? I mean, packaging is the same, but I know Indomie has a distinct color and font. So like, what caught your eye?
The thing that caught my eye is it had a special flavor. I couldn't remember what it was. It was rendang.
Rendang,
But it was
the purple one.
unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was purple. It was like unique out of all of them. It's got a very specific flavor rather than just like chicken or beef. So that caught my eye.
Did you know what rendang was back then?
No, I have no idea.
But you saw the
I love
beef.
it.
But you saw the like the meat beef picture.
And with all the
Yeah.
like the thick brown seasoning.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Did you know there's like 20 other variations of Indomie?
Back then I didn't. Now after looking around, yeah, there's quite a lot of variations. I've yet to try all of them, but hopefully one day.
Is there a lot of variations in your like supermarkets?
There isn't. A lot of them is the original one, the white packaging.
Yeah, white.
Only sometimes we get more unique flavors. It depends on the importers. So.
Okay. How often do you try new products in general, and what motivates you to explore different options?
In most cases where I try new products, it's usually due to the fact that the product I'm looking for, the specific ones aren't there. So I have to look for an alternative. So I guess in most cases, I'm not really that incentivized to try something unless, I don't know, the packaging looks nice or it just really catches my eye. But me, myself, I don't really go out for the sake of trying something.
So, like, if you're set on a specific product that meets a specific function, you're just good. You don't want to switch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so if you have good loyalty over your products, your brands.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of which, have you ever switched from one brand to another for a specific product? If so, why? Recently, last year or whenever.
I can't think of one right now. I'm just that set on staying with the same products all the time. I'm a very boring person.
No, it's understandable. So, from shoes to electronics to water bottles, anything, you just never switch from one brand.
Nah, if they serve me well, then they serve me well. So.
Okay, then last question. Do recommendations from friends or online reviews play a significant role in your decision to try new products?
I guess they would, yeah. Sometimes during discussions, the conversation would get derailed. Start talking about certain products or things that somebody really liked, and that kind of piques my interest. And it's one of the few times where I say, you know what, why don't I try something new for a bit? So yeah, it does.
Okay, then when was the last time you had a discussion and then you actually sought out that product whenever the things discussed?
That would be my brand of tea. In most cases, I drink English breakfast, but during my group project last week, we were talking. I don't know how we got to that conversation, but suddenly we started talking about tea, and one of my colleagues started raving on about this honey vanilla brand tea, and it's how she really liked it, and that caught me. So I tried it, and yeah, that was very good. It swapped out half my supply of English breakfast for that honey vanilla.
Then what about for like online products?
Online. Yeah, it was a facial hair shaving product, and it worked really well compared to the previous version I did. So yeah, advertisements online does play a factor.
So in that moment, you switch from a brand to another.
In that moment, yeah, but that's mainly because I kind of like YouTube, so there's a bit of a bias there. So.
Okay. Then, so like you being mostly online, you mostly get your new products from digital landscapes, social media, YouTube,
Yeah, it's mainly due to advertisements. So yeah, they're quite effective.
Do you pay attention to billboards or brochures?
No, not so much as like online advertisements.
So like 90% online advertisement and 10% is from like friends, recommendations, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. All right. I think that's it for today's interview. Hopefully next week we can get. Okay, next week I'm hoping maybe Matt Chef can come back, or is that not possible?
Matt Chef's quite busy from last I heard, but I do have someone for potential. He's kind of a frequent online shopper, so he might be good for these interviews.
Oh, just like you.
Yeah, it's kind of like me.
It's good for my research then. Okay. Thank you for today, friend. I will see you again next week. Goodbye.
No worries. Bye.